think people keep forgetting he is on our roster. He is a roster player for us, and he's under contract until January 1st, 2020. So I think what we got to do is that we've got to look at a situation where we're building something special there, and I think most people will want to be a part of that. And I tell everyone, he's a very good kid. He's a very good kid and a great basketball player.
So, Jay, Will, you have a relationship with AD's camp. Are they swayed by Zion at all to stay in New Orleans?
Well, yeah, sources tell me that, just due to Zion Williams coming to New Orleans, that still changed nothing on their part. I still think they feel exactly the same way. Look, AD's made it known, their campus made it known that they want to be in a different market. You heard a lot of trade speculation about the Lakers. I still think that is on their mind as they're moving through this process. Zion Williamson is a great talent, but Anthony Davis is trying to win a championship. Anthony Davis is trying to get more visibility, and I don't know if he gets that in New Orleans.
Yeah, one of the things that Alvin Gentry did say in the rest of that interview was just talking about how they really do think that they could be competitive with Zion and obviously Anthony Davis and the other players on that team. Anthony Davis knows that Zion's a great teammate. None of this matters for him at all. He still wants to get out of there.
Look, I'm not saying this for me. From their team, from their perspective, Zion Williams is a tremendous player. Drew Holiday is a big-time player. They're still in the West. The West is still loaded. Think about teams like Denver. Think about Golden State, what we're seeing. Think about Portland. I still think it takes a lot for this team to come out of the West. And if you're Anthony Davis, if you want to win, there's only so much time I have left to play in this league at 27, 28 years old. I don't know if I want to be patient for another 3, 4, 5 years with Zion as opposed to maybe getting traded to the Lakers, maybe getting traded to Boston, maybe getting traded to the New York Knicks or another team where I could potentially win faster.
Yeah, Alvin Gentry, of course, made a point to say Anthony Davis, great kid. We all still like him. He said that if AD did decide to stay there, that the crowd, the fans would still welcome him back with open arms. Do you think that on the AD side, if you're just guessing, does he feel like that relationship, though, is still so fractured that it's not even worth going back either way?
Well, I think there's always a chance. I think with David Griffin coming in, he can obviously maneuver that relationship. But at the same time, it's vice versa as well. It works on the same way as well. I think, just because you have to compartmentalize the love you have for a city as opposed to the love you have for yourself and what you want to do in your career, those are two separate things. And I think AD is able to separate those two things. He still has love for the big NO. I still think that's a place that he has a ton of love for. But at the same time, like AD wants to go accomplish what he wants to go and accomplish, and he's trying to do that.
Yeah, Greeny, Matt Barnes has a take on this as well, so we'll send it back over to you guys.
Yeah, Matt, I just wanted to pick your brain on this before we get to some other matters, because we've talked about it in our meeting this morning. Do you think that Anthony Davis should be swayed one way or another by New Orleans winning the lottery?
Obviously, to reiterate what Jay said, Zion is a tremendous talent, but it doesn't put them over the hump, so to speak. And he's given his heart and soul to New Orleans for, a handful of years, and he feels like it's best for him to move on. I love when players take their career and their future in their own hands. So it's just a situation where, to me, his mind is made up. And so much of basketball is mental. If you're mentally checked out before the season starts, you really want that kind of cloud looming over this new Zion era. So if he wants out, I think New Orleans needs to do their best job to get him out before the season starts.
I agree. I think they need to get him out as quickly as they possibly can.